Hello everybody, my name is Ian Bach and I'm a recent graduate of Purdue University where I graduated with my master's in business analytics. Previously to that, I played 4 years of college baseball at Earlham College. I also have my Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist certification through the NSCA. I am currently the Director of Baseball Analytics and Video at Archbishop Moeller High School, and I'm going to be presenting my Moller pitcher success equation where I've created a bunch of different models using the formula. For the agenda, first we have the birth of concept, where exactly the idea is coming from. Next, we have the pitcher success formula, where I will go more in depth and explain the details of it. Next, I will go into the models that were created using the formula. First, for player development purposes, we have the attack zone success model. Next, we have what is most stuff plus. And then next, for advanced scouting purposes, we have the pitcher success machine learning model for coaches. And then I will go take you into our R-Shiny dashboard and show you these models within the dashboard. The birth of concept for our pitcher success equation includes, number one, what was the issue? The issue was we need to simplify all the metrics that were collected into one statistic for pitchers and coaches to understand and interpret. This is more or less the modern day of data science, where we are trying to get all of these statistics combined into one primary metric. Next, we have the goal. We wanted to be able to use this formula to create models using a pitcher success equation to assess pitch type trends and individual performances across the season. Next, we wanted to design. So the design was to apply the equation to assess pitcher performance for predictive models and or assessments. The implementation and development throughout this project included we charted through the 2024 and 2025 season using aware data. This was then deployed into our Moller pitcher R-Shiny dashboard that we created over the season. And then lastly, the evaluation is to enhance pitcher analysis by overall individual pitcher, individual pitch type, and location based on the scoring system that we have created. Our pitcher success formula model includes the key inputs of one pitch result, at-bat result, count leverage, and location modifier. First, for example, our pitch result, we have a swing and miss that is equivalent to a point system of 1.2 and a ball is a -1. Next, we have the at-bat result, where the scoring system would include a strikeout equal to 1.2 and a home run to -1.5. The count leverage system, to where we have an example of an 0-2 count that would be a point system of 1.2 and a 2-0 count would be 0.7. And then lastly, we have the location modifier of the attack zone, which includes the chase zone of 1.2 scoring and a heart of 0.8. Altogether, we can include this equation. For example, if we have a pitch to where it's hit and play, which is a scoring of 1.2, a count of 0-2, which is a 1.2 scoring, the result is a ground out of one total points, and then the location would equal to shadow of 1.2. The pitcher success would then equal 4.6 points total. Our first model that we created was the attack zone success. So if you can look to the right, we have our attack zone that was created, that we found, which includes the heart, the shadow, the chase, and the waist. So we use this within our CSVs. We were able to go back and add these for individual pitches to create what would be the, to the right, the Moller pitching success attack zone model. So the reason we built this was because due to the lack of TrackMan data. So we were not given visuals for hot and cold zones for different pitch zones. This would then allow us to further evaluate pitchers as a whole for player development purposes. As you can see, it is colored for a hot and cold zone of a blue and red, which gives the uniqueness towards each individual pitch and the result. And this overall gives a clearer indication of where pitches are most effective by pitch type in the zone. Next, we have what is most stuff plus. it is a perfect example of a Stuff Plus model. So as we can see to the left, the Stuff Plus model includes strike events, in-play adjustments, and location modifiers. We then have the point system down below, which would include, say for example, we have a ball, which is a negative point, a half a point, a called strike is a point, and then we have a fielder's choice of 0.5. So altogether, these are added into what I showed previously within these pitcher success formula. We were then able to create this based on an overall pitcher and an individual pitch type, which gives a very unique perspective on a player development side for pitchers in high school. This, for example, is our pitcher Zion Theophilus, who is committed to LSU. For example, his overall Stuff Plus is 130. He had 676 pitches tracked throughout the season, and then he has a slider of a score of 140 and a fastball of 120. The next model we have is based on a pitcher success machine learning model utilizing XG Boost and cross-validation. This is more or less for advanced scouting purposes for our coaches to give a more or less a tactical in-game deployment and matchup optimization between each individual pitcher. For our X, when we were creating the machine learning model, we added binary features, which included two strike counts, is late inning, is chase zone, and then also 2 outs. This is just to give the RMSE a better score. And within this model, we were able to create different combos that included the top 3 pitcher combinations, which included our 3 starters that were most efficient, and the relievers, which would best suit them. The 2 top relief pitcher pairs, this is most effective for bullpen handoffs. Individual relief pitcher scores, which truly based gave a score of what our relievers were going to be performing into the future. And then lastly, starting pitcher pairs, where the ideal starter tandems based complementary off the profiles of the relief pitcher. I will then go into our R-Shiny dashboard, and I will show you the 3 different models that we have produced using the pitcher success equation. Hello everybody, and welcome to the R-Shiny dashboard, or our Moeller pitcher analysis dashboard. As you can see, we are on the attack zone model. We can also, to the left, we can select a pitcher, and we can select the pitcher type. So for this example, I've shown a Luke Papano fastball within the Moeller organization, and you can see that his hot and cold zones are very efficient. You can see that he is a very efficient pitcher throughout the zone, and his fastball plays very well. Next, we have our Mo Stuff Plus models. This is by individual pitch type and or pitcher. I can also do a filter based on every single pitcher that we have seen in our data set. But for this example, I'm going to go to Moller. We can see that who the best pitch types are and what pitches they are pertaining towards. We also have the average stuff by pitcher, so we can see who exactly is the best pitcher within our organization and where everybody stacks up. Next, we have our machine learning pitcher success model. This is for advanced scouting purposes for our coaches. We first have the top 3 pitcher combos. Pitcher 1 is going to be the starting pitcher, and pitcher 2 and pitcher 3 are all relievers. And we can see the right, it is based on a 0 to 1, so we have an 86% success rate within this model for our top overall combo. Next, we have the top 2 pitcher pairs. These are relievers, so we can see that these relievers match up best with each other. So if we want to do some type of tandem or whatnot, this is something that we would go towards. Next, we have our individual relief pitcher scores. This is to show who truly is the best reliever in our organization and using future predictive purposes. And then lastly, we have our starting pitcher pairs. Starting pitcher, pitcher 1, is going to show who is the best starter and their reliever that is on that aspect with the average success score based on the percentage. Thank you again for letting me present my Moeller pitcher success model, and looking forward to hearing from you all in the future.